But we will start this morning with, of course, hair. Time to be honest with you about hair color and hairstyle. My daughter and all her friends are sitting down at OU wondering, oh my gosh, Dad, what are you going to talk about with hair? Well, we have many different options for women, of course. They know what they want, but what they want may not be the best way to go. And that's where a proper consultation with your stylist can make all the difference in the world. Joining me again this morning, Nicole Revish of Nicole Revish Salon. Hey. Nicole, so happy to have you with us.
Nice to see you too.
And maybe you can help me out a little bit with us.
Sure.
Also, you brought Cherie Menino along with us.
Yes, I did.
Yes.
Cherie, she looks gorgeous today.
Absolutely.
Yes, so you got a chance to see a little bit of the before, which will show you her before shot, but this is Cherie after, so yeah.
Well, Cherie looks lovely, of course.
Thank
and talk
you.
a little bit about the importance of the consultation with your stylist before you get started to do anything.
Well, a proper consultation lays the groundwork and the foundation for the success of that service and also for the outcome. And if you are not having open communication, if you aren't feeling like your questions are really being answered, or if you just don't have a clear view of how you're going to look after that color or haircut, then it's probably time to say, you know what, I think I'm going to wait and maybe check my options a little bit, you know, and just see. But you should never be in a situation where you're uncomfortable or you feel like that designer or that stylist is not hearing you.
Nicole, I know for me, I just go in and say, just cut it. But people who have real hair can go in and also be just as almost complacent when it comes to, well, just do whatever you think is necessary. It's important for you as an individual to be honest with what you want going in, right?
Right. Well, one thing you said is you just tell your designer to just cut it. And
yeah, you
most
don't want
of us, well, no, most of us are very trusting and very, very, putting it in that designer's hands and saying just, having that blind faith. But you may or may not be in the right hands, so it's good if you've never seen their work before, ask to see pictures of their work, or maybe you've seen a little bit of what they've done before to make you comfortable enough to see them.
Right. Cherie, tell us a little bit about your own experience and how you wanted that honest opinion.
Well, I had some color done that I wasn't really happy with, and I had gone into Nicole's studio because it's close to where I do yoga,
right.
and asked her about it, and she had some great ideas about the color. She said it was okay, but it was really wrong for my skin tone, and that she had some ideas about how to warm it up.
And we have the before picture here.
Yeah, and as you can see, the highlights are a little bit too blonde, and her natural color, because she has naturally curly hair always ends up looking a little lighter than their tone really is. So it just looked washed out altogether. So she needed more warmth, more depth, and it's still a highlight, but just more of a warmer highlight.
Cherie, had you found that you had this type of honesty before? Had you kind of been seeking it out? Please, somebody tell me what it really looks like.
I definitely needed a real opinion.
And how did it help you? How did it help you to hear that from Nicole?
Well, I had no idea. I knew I didn't like it, but I didn't know what it needed. And she was able to tell me her opinion of what was needed. And again, she can see it before she does it, and I have no clue. So that was kind of amazing to see the transformation afterwards, which she knew it was going to look good the whole time.
Nicole, do you get a sense sometimes of uncertainty from women or men who come in and they're not real sure, and that's really where your opening comes? Listen, let me make some suggestions for you.
Absolutely. I mean, that's just being normal human, reaction to, seeing someone for the first time. And so, yeah, I definitely try to ease them into it. We may do color that day if they're really all for it, or maybe I may have them say, you know what, why don't you just go ahead and chew on this a little bit, think about it, take these pictures that, I've suggested home, and try to, get a visual view and get comfortable with it, and then let's go ahead and get started.
Yeah,
But
talk a little bit also about, the economy. Everybody's trying to cut corners and save wherever they can. How are you helping people there as well?
I do run into that situation where I have met women who tried to do it at home, and then it just didn't turn out great at all. So what I try to do is the color result for my clients looks high maintenance, but it's very low maintenance on the upkeep. And so that really makes it more cost effective for them. So like, for example, with Cherie, this color that she has today, I mean, she can go several months without having to get it retouched. So that really, I'm sure, makes her feel good.
Yes, indeed.
And her husband, economically speaking. So, yeah, and that's another thing, too, to factor in when you are in that consultation, being honest with the client and letting them know what the cost is going to be and how often they can expect to have it redone.
Just a few quick seconds here. What's the best color? Is there an optimum color that is easy to take care of and cost-effective and all of that?
You know, I think it's not about what the best color is, but like for Cherie, I'll use her as an example. I told her this nice, warmer brown with a caramel highlight is great, but she can also be a redhead too and look awesome as well, like with more of a light auburn tone. So it really depends on the person.
Yeah. What about me?
I like the gray. I love it. Yeah, it looks
That's
great.
what I wanted you to say. That's perfect. Thank you, ladies. Appreciate that information.
Yes.